For what? Oh, you're gonna decorate your cricket? Sparkly gold looks good. A weed ring. Oh, people did show up. Just testing for tomorrow, just to make sure this emulator works, and then it's not going to peg out my CPU. In fact, I might have to restart my emulator. Oh, never mind. Maybe not. There we go. What's up, guys? Still just kind of testing stuff out. I wanted to make sure everything was where I wanted it as far as the way it looks. Still kind of working out some kinks. Any input you got? No. First of all, can you guys hear me?
Die, monster.
Yeah, I'm playing this on a PlayStation emulator because I like the original voice actors. The voice acting is terrible, but the original voice actors are so much better.
Who wish to pay me
They redubbed everything, and Alucard sounds like a giant pussy.
You steal men's souls.
Dracula sounds like another giant pussy. They pretty much made everybody sound like a giant pussy.
Of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
They actually took this line out of the new one. It pissed me off. So I'm going to be doing this from the beginning again tomorrow, but I'm going to play it in the regular mode. This is luck mode just to see if it crashes anywhere. One of the big downfalls of this, I can't skip this cutscene and it takes forever. So we're just going to chill out and watch it roll. I'll start streaming tomorrow after I put my kids to bed, most likely. Football will be over by around 8. Cowboys game. That was close. Rams win, though. If you're wondering what that noise is, my wife is playing around with her brand new Cricut, making stickers. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. So the reason I decided to try this out with luck mode first is because there's a glitch where you can keep all of Alucard's endgame gear that he starts the game with, and it makes it so much faster. Yeah, if you look at the candles, you can see some of the graphical errors with this. It's ridiculous, like they twitch. So here's how the glitch works. You have to unequip everything except the necklace of joy. Yeah. You gotta jump just right. Not like that. That's bad. I could probably take that off. But I do want to get on the other side of that guy, so. There's another piece of food on the other side. Go ahead and use my turkey. Just to make sure he's not going to kill me. There we go. See, in that last room, if you go through the normal way, Death shows up and he takes away all your gear. What's up, B-Man? Just testing stuff out, making sure my emulator doesn't crash while I'm streaming. You can't access your menu until you save the game. This is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This is the original PlayStation release. But as you can see, instead of having Death take all my crap, I still have all my crap. This is all near end game stuff. So it makes the game a hell of a lot easier to play. Especially if you're just trying to run through and make sure stuff doesn't crash. Make sure all the rooms work. I'm thinking after I finish it, I want to do 2 different playthroughs of this. I want to do the Richter playthrough and the normal playthrough. So I'm thinking I'll probably either do Doom, the new Doom, or not new, but the newer Doom, or Darksiders. Depending on how well this goes. I mean, if my machine can't handle it, then obviously I won't be doing anything. So far, everything seems to be going pretty well. I don't know if Swordfish is going to be streaming tonight or not. I don't usually watch streams on the weekends. Got my kids to deal with and doing stuff with the wife, watching movies or whatever, hanging out with the family. Usually watch most of my streaming at work. So, a lot of the weapons in this game, if you're not familiar with it, they have special abilities. This one, for instance, you do his teleport swipe. If you've seen the Castlevania anime thing that's on Netflix, the second season, they actually show him do that a lot. It's actually pretty cool. That was a cool little throwback. Oh yeah. Why you say that? Oh, because his stream was pretty laggy yesterday. Or not yesterday, was it yesterday? I don't know. All my days run together. No, actually, that was a flag that I had I got in Afghanistan and flew. Like, it was on a helicopter. Is that the one? The flag over here, baby? This guy? This is the one that actually flew on a helicopter and had it with me over Afghanistan, just flying it out the door. Yeah, it was just a cool little thing. We just grabbed a flag, flew it out. Had the helicopter on the other side of us was taking pictures with a little thing for it. Yeah, I was in the Army for 7 years. No problem, man. To be honest, I didn't do it for anybody but myself. I wanted to get out of the place that I was at. There's no other way to do it aside from the Army, basically. It's either, if I stayed there, I'd either be selling drugs or digging coal. Couldn't do any of that. I owned this game like 4 times. So I got the original PlayStation release. I got the Xbox 360 release. I got the puzzle game on my phone. So I figured if I was going to start streaming, I'd start with one I know pretty well. I still have a lot of trouble with the Richter mode on it. That dude's glass cannon. He hits hard, but he gets hit like twice. It's a really hard way to go through the game. It's fun though. He has all these little like Mortal Kombat moves where you put in a button combination and he'll fly across the screen or go up in the air or he'll do something. Like a little backflip that is absolutely useless. Words are hard. So that little hand there is probably the worst item you can get in the game. It's just so bad. He just throws like these little glue pellets on the ground and you gotta hope that the enemies like stand at it because they're supposed to be dumb. Ah, I caught the axe in the face. That's my favorite one. The cross is okay, but it's expensive to use for your hearts. Yeah, I don't know. I stopped playing Madden months ago. I mean, I play it every once in a while, but mostly it's like, you know, it's like a player campaign kind of thing where No, I wasn't. I was out with the family doing some stuff. We went to my daughter's Build-A-Bear's filled and went out to dinner. Wife had to run some errands. She went to her home away from home Target. Oh, good. That guy. I don't know why Alex was putting up with it so much. It sucks that him and ATH had a falling out, but you can take that kind of crap. Alex is a pretty nice dude. You need that kind of negativity. There we go. Now I can see how much damage. So I'm not sure how far I'm going to play this today, because I'm going to be redoing the whole thing tomorrow, only in the normal setting. So, like I said, I just want to make sure all the rooms work, it doesn't crash on me, and my CPU doesn't get pegged out. Right now it's running a little high. It's nothing I can't deal with. Still not enough magic. You done for tonight, babe? So how's the game running on the stream? Doing all right? 'Cause I could either have OBS up or the stream. I can't watch both. Jump up, bang your head on something.
Wait a moment.
Perfect.
You seem human, and yet, what do
Last
you
time I tried
here?
to play this is where it crashed.
I've come to destroy this castle.
Then we have the same purpose.
Couldn't load this
I'll
cutscene for
trust you
some.
for now. I'm Maria. Who are you?
Bill
Alucard.
Cosby.
Not the talkative type, I can see. Well, perhaps we'll meet again, if you live that long. Farewell.
So I think like every section of the castle has one of those green money bags. It's like worth $250. Should go down first. So here's a trick here. It's what's up, DJ Davis? It's like a throwback to Castlevania 2. Just go up next to some random wall, hold down for a few seconds, and you progress. I forget how long you have to do it. It takes you into a room that you can't usually get into. Come on. Not the right spot. There it goes. Yeah, you would normally need mist to get through there and to get in that room, but not much, man. Just testing this out. I'm gonna actually start this is like a test stream to see if I can play through the whole game without the game crashing while I'm streaming, or at least the vast majority of the game. More of a stress test than anything. I didn't actually expect anybody to show up, so welcome. Nice. It's the best part of work is when you're done, right? I don't expect to die, but if I do, that's the only reason I'm saving. Just in case I do something stupid and get myself killed in this game. Or if I hit a crash that... Let's see if I can recover from it. Or if it's going to keep crashing in the same spot. Trying to get all fancy. This kick one of the easiest bosses in the game. The frame rate slows down a lot during the max health up scene after boss fights. It was pretty good. Went out and did some stuff with the kids and the wife. The kids got their Build-A-Bear bears filled up today. Had fun with that. I didn't get anything done that I wanted to get done today, but it was nice. It's always a good time when I go out with the kids and they're not screaming at me the whole time. It's again. It's the last time. Yeah. Yeah, you're a busy dude. Got 3 2-year-olds, a job. Household projects, I guess. What you call it. I'm trying to building a headboard for my wife for her size bed. We got one to move down. It's kind of a birthday present that she knows about. She wants. Building it from scratch takes a little while. I'm try and have it done by her birthday in February. I hate these things. Yeah, that's cool. I get it. We're not gonna get the dog for him. There's a couple graphical glitches in this game, I guess, but nothing major. I figure it'll probably take me maybe 2 or 3 hours to get through the whole castle before I get to the upside down section. If I get into the upside down castle and have been to every room in the castle, then I'll say it's good. Call it a day. If I can't do it, then I'll either find something else to stream or try and download a different emulator for it. Or a different ISO. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, so I couldn't tell you. Honestly, I'm not really trying to make money off this. Just having fun. All the way over, just can't proceed further than that. Screwed up. Oh well. Anyway, if you go all the way across there, you get to the clock tower. Problem is, the clock tower, you need the double jump to get up to go through the clock tower. If that makes sense. And I don't have it yet. I'd have to look to see his plan. I want the Chargers to win. I think Rivers is good enough. He should have had at least a Super Bowl appearance by now. But the guy couldn't get there with LT, and can't get there with LT. There's something wrong. Who else is playing tomorrow? It's Saints and last week Saints. Let me see. There you go, Saints and Eagles. I want the Saints to win just because I don't want to see the Eagles get to the Super Bowl again. I don't like repeats unless it's the Steelers. But as long as the Patriots don't get in, I'll be happy. It's like I told my buddy today. I was like, I ain't even worried about the Super Bowl this year. The Steelers already won their Super Bowl. What are you talking about? Yeah, the Steelers beat the Patriots. That's their Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't even know if AB's gonna go anywhere. the way that Tomlin is he's a player's coach. He'll give in to whatever AB wants as long as AB produces. Right now, I don't think AB's worth the trouble. Because there's way too much drama in the locker room, and it's just a huge distraction. This season was doomed from the start. We tied the Browns, and I was like, yep, this sucked. I mean, you can make the case the Browns are better this year than they have been in a little while. But it's not hard to be better than an 0-16 team. Yeah, that's true. In my opinion, I think Tomlin's lost the locker room. So unless he can get it back this year, I don't think he lasts very long. Well, AB's gonna, if AB ends up leaving the Steelers, he's gonna end up somewhere where they have the cap space to pay for him long term. Which means he's gonna end up on a team that's not expected to make the Super Bowl or the playoffs every year. It's just gonna. It's been a if he wants a championship, he needs to straighten up. If he doesn't, he just wants to get paid. He's doing the right stuff, I guess. I don't know.
I need your help.
Young master.
There's other teams too that are gonna look at the way he does. Look at the way he acts outside off the field, and
really
say the same thing. He's too much trouble. They don't want to deal with him. But the guy produces. He puts out 1,000 yards receiving every year, so. It's hard to argue with that.
I'm interested in...
Like you. Well, for now.
I mean, I'd hate for him to go to the Browns just because I think if Baker Mayfield gets some more talent around him, he's going to be really good. Yeah, I mean, he's always been called a player's coach. It's really starting to show now that you had the Le'Veon Bell situation, you got the Antonio Brown situation, you got Ben calling out other players on his podcast, which he's supposed to be a leader. He's not supposed to be doing that kind of crap. I mean, you can call him out in the locker room, but you don't call him out in public. That's disrespectful. I mean, I think Ben's on his way out too. I mean, he should be ready to retire soon. That whole draft class of quarterbacks should be ready to retire soon. Hell, Eli's not worth keeping anymore either. So if I drop Eli, get a decent quarterback for the draft for the Giants. Phillip Rivers gets his Super Bowl. He'll probably retire. Unless he wants to try and go for a repeat. Yeah, that draft class for quarterbacks was just awesome. And then they're just all getting to the point now where they're just too banged up. Everybody's seen how they play. They know what to watch out for. You got bottom line is Antonio Brown's going to be in the Hall of Fame, whether he goes to a crap team or not, just because of the way his numbers have been on the Steelers. And It's not going to matter to Antonio Brown as long as he's getting paid. Whereas the Steelers want to win championships. They can't win championships with a me first attitude. They need to work out that defense too. That defense is still, that secondary is still atrocious. I'm not mad at him. I mean, I think he's being the same guy he's always been, but now he's got money, so it just comes out more. The guy still produces. It's just how much of his crap do you want to put up with? I mean, I don't work for the Steelers organization, but I want to see my team do well. They can't do well if they're too busy worried about off the field crap. Well, I was saying that the other day. I was like, you know, if he wasn't on the cover of Madden, this wouldn't be happening. Steelers would have been in the playoffs. They would have. Juju wouldn't have dropped that fumble against the Saints. I mean, he could have. I mean, Brown could have success on other teams too. So, Terrell Owens was on like what 5 teams, successful on almost all of them. And hell, or not Ben, but Bell's probably going to end up on the Jets. The way it looks now, they're going to be the ones that can afford him.
So we meet again, Alucard.
It seems so.
As friendly as ever, I see. It's strange. This castle is different than I remember it.
This castle is a creature of chaos. It may take many incarnations.
So I can't trust my memories, huh? Oh well, I'll do my best. Good luck.
Uh-oh. There it goes. So yeah, this emulator's got some problems with this game, but so far it seems to be working pretty good. Better than the last one I had. Right now, I'm on my way to get the double jump, so I can actually make some progress, something useful. That was pointless. Okay, this is a shortcut. Get the night shield. This is where you come in from the arena. Hey, grab me some wine. Ooh. I don't even know if I believe in that Madden curse, because if that was the case, then Gronkowski would have had something wrong with him, and Tom Brady would have had something wrong with him. That never happened. Nice. Have yourself a beer, relax. Break the damn thing. What's up, Don Sphinx? What's going on, brother? make sure I get that map completion. Like I was telling everybody else, I didn't actually expect anybody to show up for this, because just kind of messing around, making sure my game doesn't crash while I'm streaming. So I'll be playing the same game again tomorrow. I'll be playing it through on the regular mode. This is the luck mode, where you get over, 119 luck. And you can use a glitch to keep all of your Alucard's gear starts the game with that death takes away part of the cutscene. Which makes it OP as fuck.
Impressive. You're very strong.
Thanks for the
What
help,
is it
bitch.
you want? You didn't come here that.
You're right. Do you know the name
Stuttering.
Richter Belmont?
Of the Belmont clan? Of course, but
He disappeared about a year ago, and I'm sure he's here. If you see him, please let me know.
as you wish, my lady.
Thank you. So, you do know how to be a gentleman.
Yeah, the sound quality in this game for the voice acting is pretty bad. But like I said, this is the original, so it has all the bad acting. But for some reason, I like the voices better. I think they match the characters a little better than the new. They redid all the voice acting and everything for the re-release when they did the last one, and everybody sounds like they have a major problem with being a dude. So, like, they all sound like a bunch of pussies. So the voices don't match what the character's personality should be. So I like the voices in this one. Get out of here. Like the new voice acting is scripted a lot better, but I mean there's like iconic lines that got taken out of the game, and like I said, the voices are just god awful. This is a keyhole room, the teleport room. Yeah. Good double jump. Tired of only being able to jump once like some kind of pleb. Plus, when you finally unlock the double jump, you get a little drop kick that you can use to get to places that you're not supposed to get to. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me check something real quick. It'd run a little better if I close that. Close that. Yeah, I don't need to be. Yeah, I can go here. Some stuff I can get here. Like here, you jump off that candle and get into this spot that you're not supposed to be able to get into until you get bat mode. Like that. I don't know, do you like any sports other than football? Yeah, I like hockey. Penguins are losing right now. Makes me a little sad, but get over it. Ugh. Sorry about the sound quality if it's going through the same weight as for me. It's awful. I've tried this with 3 emulators now, and all of them have some kind of crash. This one's the only one that has made it this far without crashing. There we you're playing through this in like a normal mode, these guys are ridiculously strong with all a la carte stuff that his end game gear that you get to start the game with luck mode. They're just pushovers. Yeah, it's one of my favorite. This is like a groundbreaking Castlevania game. It's like the one that introduced the whole Metroidvania series of Castlevania games. It's pretty popular. I mean, everybody and their mother has probably played this unless not a huge Castlevania fan. It was originally slated to be out on the Super Nintendo, and the PlayStation Konami decided that PlayStation's hardware was more fitted for it. It would run a lot smoother. You could do a lot more with a disc than a cartridge. Really? That's... Well, I hope you like it. This game's a lot of fun. You can get it pretty cheap on Xbox Live. It's worth playing. It's one of my favorite games. I mean, after you've done everything in it a ton of times, it gets boring. Like I said, I've had every release of this game so far. And it's nice to go back to like a side-scroller platformer every once in a while. Not everything has to be a first-person shooter. Where the hell am I? I don't know. Clock tower. Go down. Go up to the clock. Hit the arena. Take on a boss that used to give me a hard time when I was a kid. Now it's kind of a joke. I know how. For the most part, I know all the patterns for the boss area. So how familiar are you with the Castlevania games, DJ Davis? Have you played any of them, or just? Granted, most of them are like Nintendo handheld games now, so except for the time they tried to reboot it with Lords of Shadow. And the first game in that series is good. The second one, I wouldn't go near it if I were trying to get into the series. Stay away from it. So, the whole storyline for Castlevania is basically this guy named Leon was a crusader for the church. When he gets back from the Crusades, some vampire kidnaps his fiancée, so he goes after him, and that vampire, he ends up killing that vampire, but the vampire turns his wife into a vampire. So he has to kill her with a whip to upgrade it somehow. It's weird. I mean, watch a video, you get the history on it, but like the Nintendo games are some of the hardest Nintendo games that there are. I mean, it's right up there with like Ninja Gaiden, stuff like that. This game is not exactly hard, but I think it's a lot of fun. Are you kidding me? See, what happens is he was trying to rescue her from the vampire, but the vampire turns her into a vampire. And he has this whip that he gets from an alchemist, and the alchemist somebody has to perform a sacrifice with that whip to make it into the vampire killer, and it just so happens that it's Leon's girlfriend, wife, fiance, whatever it was. And that starts the whole lineage of Belmonts. Belmonts come back every 100 or so years to fight a resurrected version of Dracula. Alucard is Dracula's son. He doesn't like his dad. He thinks his dad goes a little bit too far. So in Castlevania 3, for the NES, he actually teams up with Trevor Belmont. If you see the Netflix show, it's based on Castlevania 3. They end up killing off Dracula. Dracula curses the world to like it's like a curse that makes everyone hate each other. It makes you very violent and causes a whole lot of problems. And then you get into a whole nother. I mean, I'm not gonna try and ruin it, because if you're gonna watch the Netflix series, they're gonna go into it. But yeah, it's pretty good. If you're not gonna play the game, you should definitely check out the Netflix series. It's really good. So this game takes place as an immediate sequel to another game. Another game was Dracula X. Dracula X or Rondo of Blood, whichever one you like. This game is released on Xbox One. I have it on Xbox One. I was planning on streaming it from my Xbox, but I don't have a capture card, so I have to use this emulator to be able to capture it and stream it. Because I watched Narcos. He was streaming this a while ago, and it got me itching to play it again. I was like, you know what? I always said if I'm going to stream a game, I'm going to stream a game I like. So that's how I came up to. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get on the ball, start streaming. Talked over with the wife. The wife's like, yeah, as long as everything's taken care of, I don't care. So, I mean, I don't want to take time away from my family to stream if it's going to cause problems, you know? Life is too short to fight with your wife over video games. Trust me. Like, our deal for me to be able to stream tonight and tomorrow was that I have to let her sleep in tomorrow, so I got the kids in the morning. Like I said, man, if this looks interesting at all to you, give it a try. Just go on Xbox. It's probably pretty cheap. I don't remember how much I paid for it. It's a pretty old game, so usually the older games are pretty cheap. They actually released it for the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. Oh, that's a fight you're never gonna win. soundtrack to this game is phenomenal. This is one of my favorite soundtracks in a video game. It has everything from like jazz to classical to even like metal in some places. So this weapon right here, the shield rod, it completely breaks this game if you have the Alucard shield. I'll show you why in a second. Let me find it here. There it is. So the weapon itself kind of sucks. It's slow. It's got a long wind up on it. But when you pair it up with a shield, you hit. There it goes. You hit that, pull out your shield, and it does the most damage of any weapon in the game. And it heals you. So, broken. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. I don't need that right now. Yeah, it's pretty much a one-hit kill for everything in the first part of the castle. You get to the upside-down castle, some things can take it, but they don't take it for very long. So it completely breaks the first part of the game if you have the Alucard shield and the shield rod. Oh, where am I missing? There's a spot that I can't get to until I get the bat form. Ow. This is where that shortcut was in the church. If I come out here, I'll be back in the church again. The problem with that shield rod, though, if you're going to try and just abuse it, it eats up magic like nobody's business. Like this blue bar that's up in the top left part of the screen is your magic, because you got magic spells you can do. Throw fireballs, do that. Fireballs. Oh man, that's cheap. It's super cheap. I've been looking for them, and the cheapest I've seen Elgato's going for has been like 100, 150 bucks. And I can't justify spending $150 on a capture card. Not with our current situation.
Open hell's gate. Come forth, my servants. The scent of your blood. You're a Belmont. Crush this flea who invades my castle.
And dead. And dead. Win.
I'm certain that was a Belmont. So he says he's the lord of this castle.
Oh, yeah. The whole purpose of me trying to get a capture card was to stream, so that's that wouldn't really do it for me. You know? Let's see. Set them up. So there's the mist. You can go through those gates, those grates like that. So like that place earlier, I don't know if you were watching, I went down like a hidden elevator. That I'd be able to get in there normally now. Okay, where is it? Yeah, this is the room I can't get into. I need to have bat form to get in there. I think that should be everything I can get into now. So now I got two options. I can go right. Yeah, I think I'll go back to the library. So there's 3 endings of this game. There's an ending if you kill Richter. There's an ending for beating Dracula without completing the entire castle. And then there's an ending for completing the entire castle with 200.6% of the castle revealed. I'm not planning on beating the game tonight. I just want to be able to get to the inverted castle, and if I can get to the inverted castle, I'll consider it good, and I will start a normal stream of it, a normal playthrough of this game tomorrow. See something. I think after I finish, I'll probably do 2 playthroughs of this. I'll do like the regular playthrough, and then I'll do like I'll do a Richter playthrough. After that, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do Darksiders or Doom. Darksiders is fun, but everybody and their mother stream Darksiders. Or not Darksiders, Doom. Everybody and their mother streams Doom. They're probably better at it than I am. Come on. Birds are so annoying. Get out of here. I'm more leaning towards Darksiders though, because, like I said, everybody I usually watch stream Doom. Now, when the new Doom comes out, I'll be streaming that for sure. If my computer can handle streaming that. I'm playing on a gaming laptop I bought 7 years ago. So, it's a little older. Still running fine though, as far as I can tell. I don't know how the stream looks, but thanks. I found that my if I have my stream running in the background to take a look at it every once in a while, like I was planning on doing until people started showing up. I was gonna have to keep my stream open so I can go look at it every once in a while to make sure everything was good, that I wasn't dropping too many frames. Thank you, sir. There we go. Yeah, the Axe Knights, they're pretty much the same sprite, sound, everything. Just different colors. I think there's only those two variations though. There's the Sword Knights too. They're pretty. I think they're pretty generic too. In fact, one of those Sword Knights is the guy you want to go to grind levels if you're going to try and grind levels out. It's in the Upside Down Castle. They give you the most experience of any enemy in the game that's not a boss. The other way. There's one. That really doesn't do much. It's not what I was trying to do. I'm not very good with the spells in this. For some reason, I can never get them quite right. There's a Soul Steal spell that pretty much hits everything on the screen, including candles, and gives you life back. Just can't get it to work. Actually, there's a couple of Castlevania 3D games that use those characters. They aren't that great. I mean, they're okay, but they were also for the PlayStation, so a little dicey sometimes. Yeah, I can't bounce off these. Lament of Innocence is one. It's a 3D Castlevania game on the PS2. I think, yeah. And the other one is Curse of Darkness. No, I haven't. I played the first season, and I figured Telltale Games really wasn't my thing. I don't like mean, I like watching other people play because I like the story to it, but I don't like the decision-driven games because they're not really decision-driven. They always end up leading you to the same point. It's such a hard time with this area. I like to watch the games. I don't like. It's not my cup of tea to play them. I get bored playing them sometimes. You know what I mean? This would be bad for this emulator. Yeah, like I said, I love the story. I'll watch somebody else play them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to download it and play it myself because it's not my kind of thing. Who did I watch? I watched. Yeah, who it was? There's a. The only game that comes out in episodes that I'm really looking forward to is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. God only knows when that's going to be. And then they're probably going to butcher it, so... No, this is not the Upside Down Castle. The Upside Down Castle's not for a while yet. This area is called the Long Library. There's a boss coming up right here that is not really a boss. It's a regular enemy in the Upside Down Castle. So what he'll do, actually, he'll fly up in the air. He'll go invincible for a little while, and he'll make little zombie mud people that come after you. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the background, this library goes on forever. Then Dracula's an old guy, so it makes sense. And there's platform. I'm actually going to use a library card and get out of here a little faster. Jeez. It's a lot of reading. I don't... Well, I don't think it's even really possible, because that's a lot of books. Get anything here.
Can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
I'm gonna get like a magic scroll or something.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
Griffey restocks.
Farewell for now. What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Farewell for now.
So so you can buy spells. There's that one. This is the most useless spell in the game. It only matters for if you're fighting enemies that bleed. And most of the enemies in this game are ghosts or skeletons and don't bleed. Or books. Let's try that. I'm gonna try this one more time. Get up there. Have bat for me. This guy, this is a familiar. Familiars are actually little buddies that follow you around, which sometimes help, sometimes they're annoying. Like this one's probably going to use a potion on me at some point. And they level up as you level up. So the more you kill things, the faster they level up. What else? I need to go back over the clock. Yeah. Damn book. Good little tree. It was so funny when it's not funny that Bob Ross died, but I mean when he died, there's a game Smite. One of the characters, like the big thing with Smite is how they make their money is people buy skins. And one of the skins for Sylvanas, which is like a nature god from somewhere, he has Bob Ross riding on him. He's just like a giant tree. He has Bob Ross riding him. It's actually pretty fun. That's the one. Oh, I need the watch. I'm gonna get hit by this thing a bunch. It doesn't do any damage. It just petrifies you. But if you get petrified a certain way, you take different shapes. And one of the shapes that you take is like a giant dragon thing. Yeah, I mean, if he hits you while you're petrified, he does a lot of damage, but you get out of it so fast, it's virtually useless. Taking pictures on lizards. Later on in the game, in the Upside Down Castle, in this room, it's actually a lot harder than... Well, everything in the Upside Down Castle is a lot harder. I don't want to go down here. Did I pass it already? No. No, it's over there. Okay. Bro. There we go. This is the room. This is close to the room part. Oop, whoops. You use the stopwatch there, it opens up this side. So, this armor and the sword here, they're kind of, I don't know, I won't say useless, but if you use all of this equipment, the a la carte shield, a la carte sword, and the a la carte mail, it boosts your luck by 30 points, making those drops that I'm going to be looking for tomorrow a lot easier to get. Like there's an enemy in the Upside Down Castle called the Shmoo. It's a stupid name, but he has the strongest weapon in the game that makes the game completely broken. There's nothing that can hurt you. Well, I mean, you can get hurt if you're doing stupid things. Luck improves the drop rates. Every enemy has a regular drop and a rare drop, and some of them have an ultra rare drop. Like, there's going to be this enemy in the clock tower called the Crimson Knight, I think, or Holy Knight, or something like that. He has a regular drop, which is like money, I think. The rare drop is the Flame Brand Sword, and the ultra rare drop is the Holy Sword. The Holy Sword is pretty cool. Like the Holy Sword, you can throw it in different directions, and it comes back to you like a boomerang. Where was that? Forgetting things. Alright, let's go back this way. Yeah, this is like a whole chunk of this actually not showing. Like all the hidden areas aren't showing. Like if you look at the top right-hand corner of the map, there's like a hallway that goes straight up. There's a doorway you can see that goes to the left. That isn't showing that hallway on the map. I'm probably going to keep going for another half hour or so. I'm pretty convinced this isn't going to crash. Then I'm going to bed. So is this that I'm going to on here? No, it's not. Okay, so this is going to be an example of what I was talking about, where certain things don't show up on your map. It's pretty big. There's a lot of area to it. Which is part of the reason that they couldn't put this on the Super Nintendo like they had originally planned. Plus, the Super Nintendo was on its way out, so I guess Nintendo thought better of it to put it on a newer console. Let me reiterate, this game is usually a little bit harder than this. courtroom, yeah. I mean, he's a vampire, so I guess he'd do whatever, you know? Oh, like that much. I'll take it. Stopwatch is terrible. Doesn't work on half the things it needs to. I don't know what it is. It's like certain parts of this game are just crapping out. This is cool. You can do like this jet thing across to help clear out some map. So like I said, the only way to get the good ending in the game is to clear 200.6% of the game, of the map. Go fight another boss. This boss coming up is Orlocks. If the game doesn't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Okay. And he's dead. He hasn't been formed. Leave me alone. This guy has the coolest death animation. Oh, I did get the gravity boots. I forgot I got those. So that ability I just got is good for exactly one room, one time. When you're in bat form, it lets you like your little screech and see a dark room that's covered in spikes. It's literally the only use for it. My wife's grandmother's postures. Alright, I'll give it till like 1:30. At 1:30, I'm probably gonna log off because I need to get some sleep. I got like 4 hours of sleep today after working all night last night. If you can call it working. I'm gonna change freeze so nobody can touch anything. Which makes my job a hell of a lot easier because nobody can break anything if they can't touch it. Okay. I think this path just opens up a shortcut back to where that church is. Oh, there's a room up here too. Thank you. There it is. Nice. So I'm gonna get rid of that little fairy. She's not helpful. The sword card will actually attack things. And I get a little floating sword that follows around. It gets progressively bigger as it levels up. My daughter's awake. She's up there crying right now. Yeah, the Upside Down Castle has a ton more enemies in it too. I still hate these things. This is cool. The fountain turns to blood. Trying to 100% this. I might continue this some other time. The stream tomorrow, like I said, is going to be a normal run. I'm going to try and get the entire game, or at least most of the game done. It might take 2 streams to finish. This is also another room where, in the Upside Down Castle, there's a boss that you fight that you fought before. Only now it's a regular enemy. So, yeah. This up and get the item I missed in here. Sorry for that. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh, there's another trick I can do at the library, too. I have to use a library card and get back there. Everything here is cleared. Yep. Where's the library card? I know I got one left. There it is. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, that's about where I've been finding them, is right around $150. Like I said, I got 3 2-year-olds and a wife with a habit, so I can't afford to waste that kind of money. Like I said before, I'm not trying to do this to make money. This is something I always wanted to try. I've been playing this game a long time. I think that might be the second time I've ever seen an enemy drop a $1,000 bag. Damn. Penguins lost 5-2. So if you look right above me, there's a hole. Keep jumping on this guy, he will drop random things. Not random things, he'll drop certain things. That improves rare drop rate. Oh. You gotta do it so many times in a row. I think the only other thing he drops is like Axe Lord armor. And oh, the Penguins lost to the Kings, I think. Yeah. Penguins lost to the Kings. Curious. Where are they at? I know they were 2 games behind the Capitals. So help me God. Oh, come on. They're 3 points behind. Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. I think the only other thing he drops is like Axe Lord armor. I'm not worried about that. Axe Lord armor is pretty garbage. It turns you into like a retro version of a character. It makes you look like an enemy from Rondo of Blood. Like the game that takes place just before this one. And this game's actually kind of unique in a way that when the game starts, you start as the previous game's protagonist fighting Dracula. And then it picks up after that. Is that a chicken man? No, it's they call it Flea Man. It's not too. I mean, it depends on how well you're decked out with equipment. You can make it really easy if you farm those shmoo characters I was talking about and get the Castlevania is what it's called. For every time you hit the button, Alucard swings his sword like 6 times, and you can equip 2 of those and just constantly be moving and slashing. You don't have to. It doesn't make you stop to slash like every other weapon does. Like if you look moving and slash, it makes me stop. The Castlevania doesn't stop. It just keeps slashing. It really breaks the game. It's the strongest weapon in the game by far. It's one of the fun things about this game. There's so many ways to break it, where there's nothing that can kill you. If you're playing as Richter, the Dracula fight's actually pretty difficult. Like if you actually fight Richter, I haven't played as him in a long time. Or if you just fight Shaft. It's another thing too, the guy behind this whole situation is a wizard named Shaft. He's a bad motherfucker. Shut your mouth. I mean, it still keeps the game fun. It's just at that point, when you get the Castlevania, you're just kind of going through the motions. There's no challenge to the game anymore. I mean, it's not a glitch. It's a legit item in the game. Every way to break the game is in the game. It's like the shield rod and Alucard shield. You can get Alucard shield in the Upside Down Castle. You can get the shield rod normally. I got the shield rod the way you're supposed to get it. The Castlevania, if you have the patience to sit there and kill shmoos for... I mean, I've had them drop the first time I killed one, and then I've had them drop 3 hours of farming into it. It's an ultra rare drop that you can just get lucky, or you can sit there for hours trying to get the damn thing and never get it. Now comes the tricky part. I still went down that way. I'm going to go up this way. Oh. So you need to fight this boss coming up is an optional boss, but you need to fight her to get the ultimate ending, the good ending. I guess it's only optional if you don't care what ending you get. No, he'll swing at things. He gets progressively more aggressive as he levels up, and there is an item duplication glitch in this that you have to use him for. I don't do it because you really don't need to with this game. It's not that hard. So, I mean, you really don't need to glitch anything in this game. And plus, I'm pretty bad at doing the glitch anyway. And the whole purpose of the glitch is to get like an infinite amount of money, so you can buy the duplicator or whatever which costs, I think, 200,000 gold or $200,000. Like I said, this is an optional boss. You only have to do this if you're gonna try and beat the game, and you can't skip these cutscenes in this.
Mother!
That voice! Alucard, it's you!
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
But Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I'd gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
What?
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong? Alucard.
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
So,
You broke free of my spell.
would you rather have me
I
go back
like that.
do the entire thing over again
Death
with
is too good
normal
for you.
mode, or just keep going with luck mode
Come
and
here, little
beat it and
boy,
then start
and
Richter?
show me what you've got.
I mean, I've already progressed pretty far. But I mean, if you want to see what it's like in normal mode, I don't mind doing it.
Darkling, I smell your blood. You're a vampire? Could it be?
Like I said, the luck mode makes this game broken
That
until you get to
strength,
the upside down
that
castle.
beauty. You're the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait, I beg of you.
It's a hell of a death cry. Hey. So you need that gold ring to get the best end, get one of the best, get the best, yeah. Get the good ending. Honestly, getting the good ending is not really that great. All it does is it changes one part of the ending, which I'll cover when I get ready to beat the game. Yeah, I could actually do that and continue and do the better ending. There's, like I said, there's 3 endings. One involves having to complete the entire map, which is kind of pain. There's a part in the upside down version of this place. This is cool though. Watch these guys. No. Off. Pizza. Your frog pizza. It's awesome. I mean, if you want me to get the bad ending, I can do that now. I'll do that to end out the stream. I'll get the bad ending to end out the stream.
I'll take you to a place which might be interesting for you.
So at this point in the game, I am injured by water. So you have to take this ferry to get around. A little later on, you get waterproof. That item just calls the ferryman over. Alright, I'm gonna go do the bad ending now. I'm gonna end the stream. Let me know if you want me to continue this playthrough or if I should start another one on normal mode. Alright, I'll do that then. Yeah, this is because I did that glitch that gives me the equipment that you start the game with Alucard. It makes it an easy mode because it gives you OP equipment to start the game with. So like normally you can't get the sword and the shield and the armor and stuff that I have until you get to the Upside Down Castle. But since I did that glitch, I started with it. No, I don't want to go in here. Go to save room. But like I said, this wasn't intended to be an actual stream. This was intended to be a test stream for me. The actual stream was supposed to start tomorrow, but since I had people show up, why not, you know? If everything's going well, then there's no reason to not do it. Richter mode is technically the hard mode for this game, and I'm gonna be honest, I will die a lot on Richter mode. I am not that great with Richter. Who's the boss I'm about to fight? If you remember from the beginning, I don't know if you weren't there from the beginning of the game, but you can access this area at the beginning of the game, like the introduction to the game. You go through with Richter and you fight Dracula. I could try it on hard mode. I'd rather beat it with Alucard first. So it's either this one or it's either this mode or the normal mode. I'll do Richter after I've beaten it. This is Richter right here.
I've been waiting for you.
So it is you. But why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula?
Count Dracula runs but once every century, and my role is over. If I can resurrect him, then the battle will last for eternity.
Switch steel, it's not working. He's already dead.
Magnificent! But now feel my unbridled wrath.
Get off me. I don't know why holy water hurts him. He's not a vampire or somebody that it should hurt.
It's over, Belmont.
So the
Just the
war
art
between
style.
humans and vampires finally ends here.
Yeah,
What
Alucard
need for
looks a
the
little
shepherd
feminine. That's true.
when the wolves have all gone? My time on this world has come to an end.
Well, when I continue on further with the game to get the better endings, it'll explain what's going on. But this is the bad ending.
Mankind continues to fight, but it is a desperate fight to stay alive. I suppose that he chose a life of warfare, since that was the only way he knew. Like you, Father, he chose a path of destruction. Farewell, land of my birth. Never again will these eyes gaze upon your beauty.
So that's it. That's the bad ending. Other endings make no sense. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna get off here. I'll probably pick this up tomorrow from where I left off, where I saved last time, and keep going with this. Like I said, unless it's more enjoyable for me to go through it under normal mode. To play through the game normally, there's different ways you can affect how your stats are when you first start. When you fight Dracula, depending on how you fight Dracula, as Richter, it'll change your starting stats as Alucard. If you don't use any hearts, you get more attack power, but if you use nothing but hearts, you get a big boost to your magic. Like I said, I'm not very good with the magic, so I try not to use them. But it's the easy way to beat him is to just use the item crushes. So, but yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. I'll pick up tomorrow, probably an hour and a half after football. Thanks for showing up. I'll catch you guys later.